Hey guys, it's Ashley from ReloGeek.com, and you're tuning in to another edition of the ReloGeek Insider. And today I want to talk about a simple idea that will make a huge difference in the auto transport industry. But will anybody listen? So if you want to hear more, continue watching. Okay, so the biggest thing that I feel is the problem with everybody in this industry is that we're always constantly competing against each other. Um, so it's not a new technique, it's not a new idea, it's just something that through reading a lot about business and other industries have something that have worked for other industries, and that is to stop competing against each other and be yourself. If you ever requested a bunch of quotes from different companies, there are some companies that quote you a standard rate across the board, meaning you might get quotes from 5 companies that are quoting you a certain amount of money, but then there's going to be some that are quoting well above that, and there's some that are going to be quoting well under that. Um, One of the main issues with our industry is the low bar or the bait and switch. They will quote you a price that they know your vehicle won't move for, but just to get you to sign their contract, just to get you locked into a rate, just to get your deposit. They're about the money now, not about the future. They don't care whether the industry starts going downhill or whether other companies can come into the same industry and be successful. They just want your sale right then, right now. So it's something just so simple, which is stop competing against each other. If for once we all just decided not to compete against each other and to quote what the real going rate for the vehicle is, obviously there's going to be some discrepancies because you have brokers that charge $150 deposit fee, some that charge $200, and so forth and so on. So there's going to be a difference there, but let that be the only difference. And as far as pricing is concerned, there shouldn't be everybody five or six brokers quoting 900, and then you have one or two that are quoting $400. Something just isn't right there. So this is not really more so about my consumers. This one is to all my other broker companies, that we need to come together and just decide that let our clients pick us because of what we do best. So if you are just if you're good at hauling enclosed cars or getting enclosed cars moved or exotic cars or whatever it is, high-end vehicles, then let that be your niche. Let that be what differentiates you from the next guy. Or if you're all about fast service because you have a ton of connections, let that be the differentiating factor. Don't compete on price, because all you're doing is bringing the industry down. And as you can see, if you guys been paying attention to the news, our industry news, right now, I just did a meeting about 2 weeks ago. They're trying to push to regulate this industry where you're going to have exams to get in, or you got to work for a company to get in. And it's going to hurt the small guy. And even the big companies, we're going to not we, but the big companies, they're going to suffer too, just as much as small guy, because there's going to be guidelines in place where you have to be compliant. And as a broker, these things is going to affect our industry big time. If we don't grasp them by the reins and stop the BS that's going on right now, our industry is going to be regulated completely by the government, and it's going to be a lot harder to make money. So we can make a difference just starting with one little thing, and that is to stop competing with each other. Stop bad mouthing the next company. Stop putting them down. Focus on what your company does best and capitalize on that. So for instance, with my company, I'm big on just making the process simple, no fuss, no muss. That's my thing. Creating smiles and making the process so simple that your 5-year-old can book your car for you. That's all I want. I want great customer service. Customer service is not dead as far as I'm concerned. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm not going to beat you up. I'm not going to put you under the bus. I'm just going to focus on what I do best. I'm going to price right, price what the carriers deserve, and I'm going to focus on what I do best. There's another company out there. The name slipped me. If I remember it, I'll put it in the link below. But they're another brokering company, and they focus on what they do best. And so, if you If you're catering to students, do that. If you're catering to corporate relocations, do that. Stop beating each other up and stop, pricing to stab the next guy in the neck or competing on price, because all you're doing is bringing the industry down. If you want to compete on price with your service fee. Stop competing on price with the carrier's fee. And another thing is so simple, but start being honest. Let's educate our clients. Let's come together and just educate them. Let them know how the process really works. Stop making ourselves seem better than the other company by saying, oh, other companies don't have drivers, we have drivers. No, stop acting like you're a carrier when you're really a broker. So that's my one little simple idea that can make the industry better. Whether or not anybody will listen, I really don't know. I hope that they do. I hope that one day this industry will be something that people can come into, make money, and we all can be happy. It's just like airline companies. There are 1,000,001 airline companies. Okay, maybe not 1,000,001, but there are a bunch of airline companies. Each one of them don't have to stab each other in the back just to make business, And there's enough things in this world for us to all make money. So that's my tip of the day. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and share. Thanks for tuning in to the ReloGeek Insider. And I'm Ashley from ReloGeek.com. And one last thing, if you want to ship a car and you need a quote or you don't know where to turn, visit my site, www.relogeek.com. Thanks, guys, and enjoy your day.